You know, it's going to be one of those days when Jaybird's got 2 cracked beers in front of him, and you can hear blaring through his headphones, John Mayer's Half of My Heart.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. He has no idea we've even started the After the Show podcast.
He's still in his own little John Mayer love sinkhole.
Yeah, half-hammered, walking down, who knows, Lover's Lane, unplugging his headphones. Yeah.
We're on.
Oh, yeah.
We've been on.
Gonna
We've been
be one of
talking
them-
about you for a good...
Gonna be one of them podcasts.
5
Oh,
minutes.
yeah.
5 minutes?
Oh, yeah. Gonna be one of those days. Oh, and he just, oh, boy.
Spilling.
Already starting to spill.
Empty bottle.
Boy, we're 1 minute into this. He's already an all-star.
I thought it was 5 minutes. What is it?
Fuzzy math.
Dang. Uh-huh. Well, let's see here. We got a lot of emails to get to on the After the Show podcast here today.
It's like a novel.
Yeah, it is. Always got a lot of good stuff going on here. Thank you guys very much for sending us your stuff.
Yeah.
Mail at kvjshow.com.
You need a beer, Bronk?
I'm not sure if I'm going to do one or not. I don't know yet.
I got Shock Top.
Yeah, it's not intriguing to me. I like the Sweetwaters.
Or
Any
I
more
meant,
of those left?
I meant we got Sweetwaters.
He's drinking the last one.
No, I'm not. I don't think I am. I might.
Would you like a Sweetwater with just a tiny bit of sweet backwash?
I'm good.
Fuck, man, it's the last
He drank the last one.
The one Bronk one.
The one beer that Kevin would have wanted. It just hasn't
Yeah.
worked out for Kevin today.
Yeah,
You want
it's
some-
one of them days.
Magic Hat?
No, I'm good.
All right.
I'm good.
Mama?
Doing all right.
I'm good.
Wow, drinking alone. It's great.
I gotta go to my kid's school when I leave here, and it's never good to walk in with a buzz.
But why stop now?
It's never bad, though.
I've never done it yet.
Just kidding.
I'd like to walk in there sober.
I hear you. All right. I forget you guys got kids and shit.
I don't know. I just don't want to be that mom. Oh, she's drunk. It's noon.
Oh, so it's real. She really is like that.
Samantha, her email said, please, Duran Duran sing-along after the podcast.
Oh, it's happening.
She said, you have to. Okay.
Her name is Rio and she dances on the sand. Just like that river twisting through the dusty land. And when she smiles, she really shows you all she can. Oh, Rio, Rio, dancing across the Rio land.
Rio Grande. There you go. Yeah, that was a classic right there.
We should redo that one and sing it to our boss. Oh, Leo, Leo.
I don't
I
hate
like
it.
Yeah, that's not bad either.
His name is Leo, and he dances on the sand.
Yeah.
His name is Leo, and he is the sweetest man.
Yeah.
That one's for you, Leo.
That one's for you, big guy.
Don't bruise it. Don't lose it.
Those are the coolest drums, whatever the hell that was.
Why don't you use it? Try not to bruise it. It's my time, don't lose it.
They had some sweet mullets, man.
Who's waiting by the park? Is in charge of finding treasure in the dark. To watch him overlooking clover, isn't that bizarre? Every little thing the reflex does is equal to beauty questioner.
Wow, man, oh man, oh man. Dang.
Can you give us a little bit of a little New Moon on Monday, the chorus?
New Moon
On
Oh, you want me to
Monday.
play
I
it?
love that chorus.
Oh, that is good. Yeah, I was just trying to think like what my favorite Duran Duran song is. So many good ones. I'll give you a New Moon on Monday here, my friend.
I'll give you a new moon, too.
I said it again, but could I please rephrase it? Maybe I can get you right. I couldn't really put much blame, but I'll wait till you decide. the side.
Somebody texted us earlier going, I thought Duran Duran had only 2 good songs.
Fuck that.
I was like, oh my gosh,
You
man.
better respect that shit.
Yeah, even if you weren't alive then, go back and start looking because they've got a ton of great songs. I mean, you're going 15 easily.
I like my church and wave it for the new moon on Monday. Put on 5 days through the night. 5 days through the night. I stayed the cold day with a lonely satellite.
Oh, man.
New moon on Monday. Put on 5 days through the night. 5 days through the night. I stayed the cold
Yeah, I'm just sitting there looking. I'm like, my gosh. Hungry Like the Wolf, which we haven't even played yet. We play on the regular show today.
Please,
Wild
please tell me
Boys.
now.
Please tell me now.
Is there something I should know?
Yeah, this was one of my favorites, too. This is just a cool, still sounds good.
You'll make a brother weep.
morning after.
Driving by the ocean.
Oh, that's a great ocean driving
You're
song.
thinking through some shit. Girls fucking you over mentally. You just need to get away.
Their songs just sounded so cool. They're just, and they still, honestly, you listen to them now and they don't sound bad. Like, I
Yeah.
think they still sound great. I'm just like, wow. Solid stuff.
If you can, you'll see the world in all its
There you go. All right. Yeah. It's going to be it. I'll go home and drink, sit in my backyard and sing Duran Duran all day today.
Let me know if I can come
Yeah,
over.
come
let, me
on
know,
over.
let me know if I'm allowed to come
Sounds
over.
awesome.
I'll come over, but I'll ask for permission first.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll get permission for that. Can't go to the show Wednesday at the Hard Rock, but you can sit in my backyard and we'll sing Duran Duran together. We'll have our own concert.
When we did that call with the Queen earlier today, she's
Yeah.
like, we can go into why. I don't want you to go. I'm like, I kind of want to go into why you
I
can't
want to go into why, yeah. I don't need to hear it. I can pretty much draw them all up right now.
I see you sipping
Yeah.
on that champagne. You let me know if you need to make me go do a beer run for you.
Make me go do a beer run?
I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
There's actually grapefruit shock top in there that's good.
Yeah, I like the Sweetwater way better than Shock Top.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Mhm.
I do.
Yeah, Sweetwater is a great beer. It's one of my favorites. One of the best that's out there. I got this email from Jeff. He said, so what's up with your guys' timekeeping lately? Used to play your theme music promptly at 6 every day and then run through till 10, but we get bullshit commercials till 6:05 and some lame-ass replay, and you guys come on at 6:08, plus you guys now finish 10 minutes early. What the fuck? Just because you're in Florida doesn't mean you need to slack off like everyone else does. Do your job. Love you guys. Yeah, you know what? The couple things we don't have say on when it comes to the regular broadcast show. One is music for the most part. We don't pick that. That's just whatever's in front of us. And then two is commercials. We don't have that. And they added more commercials to it. And so I know for anyone that wakes up and you have your alarm right at 6, it's kind of annoying. But as we were trying to figure it out, what's more annoying? Those commercials are going to be there one way or the other. So it was like, hey, maybe let's just get, that bunch
Get them
out of the
done
way.
as early as possible.
Yeah, let's get them out of the way. And so that's the thing that's changed. And then they added more into the 9 o'clock hour. And so we're like, let's push those as late as we can and then make
There's
that
a
happen.
science behind it. Unfortunately, we don't love the science. At least I don't.
I was terrible in science.
There. Yeah. No, and it's like I said, it's not our call. And so the one thing we did decide, though, we thought it would be less noticeable to do it at the very beginning and the very end. But it does mean, we start a little bit late. We end a little bit early now. But, to me, it's better than breaking up the middle of the show.
The show in the middle, yeah.
Right. Yeah. So that was a decision we made. And, that's
And we're
why
still
we do it.
here. I mean, we're not slacking.
Yeah, and part of the reason why we do the replay too is to kind of like hit you with something that's short from the day before that you didn't hear, and also I like the way it sounds on the podcast. If you listen to that, it starts off with 2 minutes of something that was amusing from the day before, and then bam.
And if you're a really big fan of our show, you're listening to, you're sick of the replays, but not everyone's a really big fan of our show, especially that time of morning.
Yeah.
So when you do that replay, they've never heard it before.
Right.
And that's really why we do it, too.
First thing we come on is with something something, really going, okay, all right, cool, I'm ready to go. It's kind of like, when you have a comedian comes on, they have somebody that warms them up, all something like that. So it's an
opener.
Yeah, an opener. It's kind of like our little opener. That's why we do what we do. Not saying it's right, it's just why we do what we do. Brad said, I was listening to the sound effects game, and my ADD started to kick in, so I came up with a couple ideas.
I like it, Brad.
That are Riggy Ralston proof.
Oh, he'll figure out a way.
Why don't you do a call or text in joke jury, where listeners with one joke can call in, the funniest one wins, i.e. knock knock.
This is your big moment, Brad. Okay, knock knock. Who's there?
Dishes.
Dishes who?
Dishes Sean Connery.
All right, Brad. You're okay in my book.
He's in.
He's in. That's real good.
Second, I think you guys should bring back the viewers send in packages and random gifts as long as they're hashtag be cool.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that bit.
Yeah, we're like, we'd open it right on the radio, see what was going. I think the only thing with that, it was just turning all into people with businesses and their promo materials. It was like going, oh, more koozies or pens.
Well, the other thing, too, is they weren't bizarre or funny. They were actually just like really cool gifts. And who the fuck wants to hear a bunch of people on the road? Oh, cool, I got an iPod. This is thanks, Jake from Port St. Louis. It's like, fuck you, radio people.
Yeah. This is so awesome.
I know.
Send me more presents.
It's not very cool to listen to.
Yeah, that was our reason for that. Let me see here. Maybe do a KVJ shirt design contest. One for the normal show, one for the After the Show podcast. Yeah, I mean, that could be fun. There's a lot of little slogans and sayings that are thrown out here, and, we're working through the merchandise stuff and trying to get better at it. And we'll do that. But financially, it only makes sense when you know that you're going to sell about 24 of those. So that's the only issue.
But I like this person's spirit. They're creative. They want to be a part of it. I like it.
No, I mean, that's the biggest thing. It's a group effort. Like I said, if everybody chips in, the show's going to be better. So if you want to listen to a better show, chip in ideas.
Definitely. Sudden death, all of it. We love it.
Mm-hmm. That's the way it goes. Let me see. Well, that's all I got. Maybe you guys think it's shit, but maybe I'll get some of those creative juices flowing. Solid show every day, guys. Been listening since I was in elementary school, and I'm 23 now. And thank you again for sending my girlfriend and I to Universal.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm the one that tweeted at you over the weekend. Cool. You guys are all awesome, Brad.
I remember that guy. He had kind of like a smug tweet. Thanks to Kevin Ralston rigging shit, I get to go to Universal with my girlfriend.
Yeah, it works for some people.
That guy's
Ricky
good.
Ralston pays off every now and then.
I like that guy.
Declan sent an email. Said, No Name TV game. I love it. Not saying that it should replace the No Name movie game, but they should both be played on Friday. Maybe every other week you guys do the No Name TV game, but I think you definitely need people to call in, just like the No Name movie game. It would be nice to switch things up a bit, just my opinion. Yeah, we might do that. I mean, we'll see how it goes.
The belt did change hands today, so no one can say that, And
That's true.
Denny's, I don't know. Did Denny's do speed today? He was on fire with the No Name movie game.
His partner was fantastic.
Yeah.
I could tell right away she was just on it. And he was better than normal.
Yes, he was.
But she was great.
It's really a lot of your partner, man. If you got a partner that's never seen, I don't know, whatever the fucking movie I had, that it was very common. They don't see it.
Oh, you mean the thing that keeps us up in space?
Yeah, if you don't
Gravity?
know, if you don't know that I was talking about gravity, what the shit?
The thing that keeps
I don't
astronauts
need
floating in space.
I don't need a science lesson.
It's gravity.
I said 90,000 clues about that. I danced around it.
But I think
danced
they were all wrong.
No.
I said 90,000 bad clues.
No. Listen back. Don't believe this shit. Listen back to the audio, y'all.
Kevin and I were looking at each other going,
Here's the exact quote. Twitter Mike put it up. Astronauts, when they float in space, they are floating in this.
How can you not know that's gravity?
Gravity pushes you down to the ground.
But you know what I mean.
Jaber.
You do, though.
Drink some more beer.
All right.
What's the opposite of black ducks? Black
White
ducks.
chicks.
White chicks.
What's the opposite of white ducks? Black chicks. Or white chicks.
What?
I don't know.
Are you making an
Just
argument
drink.
for your partner not being good? Is that what's going on here?
Every time he flubs, he has to drink.
Are you really making this argument right now in this way?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a
This
little
is
buzzed right now,
unbelievable.
and I'm not so bright. So you got the both working
my
against
gosh.
you.
I love the Jason drinking game.
So convincing. So point well
For
taken.
the first time I agree with Virginia, I just need to shut up and drink.
Shantae, your number one fan, wrote in an idea, said you're talking about food you ate when you were little and then you can't believe you ate them because they're gross now, but what about food that your parents made you eat because you were little?
Oh.
What was the nasty? She said mine was corned beef hash and applesauce. My friends think I'm the grossest. She sent a picture of it. Look how awful that looks if you're watching KVJ TV.
Shantae, what the shit?
Ugh, that's disgusting. I think the worst thing, my mom used to make this thing, it was called chipped beef. And it was like out of a can, and she put it in the skillet, and she put peas in with it. And it was like a gravy with this fake beef, and then she put it over brown bread, and you would cut it up and eat it. And it was just, and especially when I was young, it was the gnarliest thing ever.
My grandma, my mom and Ann's mom, Grandma Jenny. Oh, no one really liked her, by the way. She's kind of mean to
We
everybody.
didn't like the other one either.
She's kind of mean, too. I hope no one's listening. But she would come down from Rhode Island, and she would make us toast. And that was when Grandma Jenny would come down, which was rare. My mom and dad would actually go out. So it'd just be me and the kids and Grandma Jenny. And she'd go, "You got to eat your toast right now." I'm like, "I don't want to eat that toast." "You got to eat your toast." And she would put all these onions on it. I'm like, "I don't want to eat it. People are starving. You got to eat your toast." And she'd make me eat onion toast. Oh. And it was so gross, and it was raw, and she would yell at me.
Who gives a small child onion toast?
And then belittle
That's
him.
disgusting.
She's like, you gotta eat it. People are starving. You're eating that shit. I'm like, oh, fuck. But Jenny's mean.
Oh, and somebody just texted in a note for Suits. Pull that audio. I'm drunk and not that bright. Might want to use that later. Christy from Iowa sent us this email, giving us a little feedback on the show. She said, hey, I found you guys on iHeartRadio many years ago, and I found several other radio shows too, but yours is the only one that I've actually stuck with faithfully. You're talking on the After the Show podcast about birthdays and syndication, and that is the one thing that I love about your show that differs from the others. You do have that connection with people in South Florida. Even living in Iowa, I feel like I'm part of your family, and I love hearing the birthdays and the chants for the kids. It's awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
Or hearing someone give a birthday shout out to their significant other or their family members. I also love hearing about the events and the people that you meet. It's a reminder of just how long people have been in your corner, too, over the years with the various changes, just my opinion. So,
Yeah, I was really thinking about that birthday stuff yesterday.
Yeah.
I completely agree. Now that I really thought about it, I'm very much pro birthdays. And all that stuff, because you're right. I was listening to it today. It was very quick. It's a minute and a half. Get some patience if you don't like it.
yeah, that is the one thing that I thought, and that's really stuck in me. And this is going against 20 years of hardcore beliefs that birthdays were the worst thing that you could do on the radio. But I always like to rethink things and keep an open mind.
Good.
And I started noticing that it is a powerful connection, and it's a cool thing for people. Even when, like, another radio show's talking about me, I hear it, and even though I'm on the radio, I go, cool.
Of course.
I don't know what it is. There is something about it that is just really awesome. And if we have the opportunity to do that, and it's not that obtrusive, why would you not?
Agreed.
I think that we have an obligation to do two things: to entertain the hell out of our audience, be very funny and entertaining, and to make connections with them. And we do. We hang out at events. I don't know how many people have my cell phone number, but I'm always getting texts from people, and I love it. I love the connection that we have with the audience, and it's another way, and it's a great way to connect. So 95% of the radio industry disagrees with me, and that's fine, because ain't nobody else going to do birthdays, and I'm glad we're the only ones that will.
Look, I would rather be somebody that sticks to their guns and does something original than to go with the herd. God, I hate when radio shows do everything cookie cutter.
Yes.
Oh.
So as usual, as typically, I got blasted pretty hard on that forum. There was the whole thing, you're a moron, you know what you're talking about.
Fuck that.
Exactly, but it's like, it's not the first time.
Tell me who blasted you.
Yeah. If
I'll
I
let
was
you go
there,
read all the comments.
Give me their names.
Well, ironically, it was pretty much a lot of guys in small markets. So, and the thing about it is, like, I wanted to say, I'm like, of anybody, you guys should be doing this.
Yeah, they should.
I'm like, because here's the thing: when Elvis Duran, or when Brooke and Jubal, or when Bobby Bones, or when Kane or any of these big syndicated shows, The Burt Show, when they come into your market, they are going to be more entertaining likely than you are. They've got a bigger staff. They can do more things. They have more opportunities.
They're better and they're more experienced.
Right. And so you're in a small market because likely you're just starting out or you're not that good. And the thing that you have is making a connection with the people in your town. And if you can be, I mean, honestly, you can be so local. And to me, the big testament in this market, too, is the Love Doctors and what they have done.
Oh, yeah. They're very popular.
You lose a dog. People will call up and say, hey, I lost a dog. And they're because people love connecting with the people in their community, and radio gives you that opportunity. And to me, what I want to say to these guys, I don't want to put them on blast, but I'm like, they're putting me on blast.
I'll put them on
Put them
blast.
I should turn the
motherfuckers on
favor. I'm like,
blast.
going, if anybody should be doing this, it should be you guys. I'm like, the one thing you have over all these shows, you don't have 10 people on your show. You don't have endless resources. You don't have major celebrities stopping by. You don't have the experience. The one thing you have is you can be local and you know people in your market, yet you're trying to ignore everyone that listens to your show to try to sound like you're in Atlanta or New York City. That's why I'm like, I don't believe in that. That's why I think you guys are so wrong. And we're in a unique position here in South Florida because a majority of the shows are syndicated.
Yeah, they are.
From
We're
New York and Seattle and Atlanta, and here we are.
As far as a talk show in the top 40 market, I mean, we without a doubt in the area talk probably the longest than any other top 40, other than your Elvis, but they're syndicated.
Yeah, I mean, you got us, you've got Paul Castronovo that does it, and he does a great job of staying local, and you got Mo and Sally, and still the Love Doctors and what's on there. But, I mean, outside of those shows, you got what's on at the Shark. But they play a good bit of music.
They play good music too, by the way.
That's great.
I actually really like the show.
I love alternative. Yeah, they do really good stuff. And all great shows and great stations. But they're the rest of them. You've got Elvis in Miami, and you've got the other ones are from Dallas and Atlanta and everywhere else.
I just want to know who these shit heels that are talking shit about the Bronx.
Honestly, I would say the names and you wouldn't even know.
A shot to the Bronx is a shot to the KVJ show.
No, it's just. But that's the only thing I would say to them is I'm just like. Guys, I really think you're because they're like going, well, it's this and I don't do, and because they've had consultants in their head telling them not to do this stuff, and it's like, but you got to sometimes go with your heart and go with your gut.
And if you can make it fun and add like chanting or silliness or details about the people that are funny, like.
I would be telling
it's not
stories.
A list.
Yeah, I would be telling. There's so many. I know because I'm from a town of 6,000 people. There are so many quirky little people in a small town like that everything would be so local.
Oh, Cox Brothers got a birthday today. They're going to kick your ass and celebrate a birthday.
Right.
Yeah.
I would totally talk about that kind of stuff because that would be the one thing that would get people to listen to your show over listening to a nationally syndicated show.
I 150% agree with you.
So there you go.
Consultants.
You didn't get this old in this business by being dumb. Tell them that.
Well,
Yeah, for sure.
It's kind of self-insulting, but yeah, I like it. Got another one here from Suzanne. She said, I got a few suggestions. If the birthdays get to be too many, you could only read kid birthdays. And I do like that suggestion.
That's
and
true.
And I do have to tell you, somebody sent in a birthday for their cat today. We got to draw the line at pets. I can't start doing pets. I apologize. I can't get into cat and dog birthdays.
What is their name?
For the love of God.
I want their full name on the air right now.
Cat's birthday.
Yeah. And they sent the photo of the cat. I'm like, I can't open that door.
That's awesome. I like that they get the balls to send
I
that.
understand, they're your fur babies and all this kind of stuff, and you regard them like your own, but I can't get into that.
Tell Denny's no. We're not reading his cat's birthday on the radio.
That's where I got to draw the line.
Have you 8th birthday to Whiskers? Whiskers, we love you.
Got to draw the line somewhere. That's where we draw. But yeah, if it does get to be too much, and I do usually put the kid birthdays first because that's where it's really important.
Yes.
That's where it matters.
Well, you said yesterday when you see that little girl with that birthday video and she gets all excited,
Maya.
that's awesome.
That is a lot. And so, yeah, we might do that where we get to the point where we cut it off once you hit a teenage age or maybe 18, then, we...
And if you're an adult and you get bumped by a kid, fucking grow a pair. All right, they're kids.
I know my 5-year-old daughter loved it when you guys wished her a happy birthday, and that's what I love to hear. Suzanne also says, I got a food challenge for Jaybird. I think he needs to see if he can name the cereal and brand from just the leftover milk. So basically let the cereal sit in milk for a couple of minutes, strain out the cereal from the milk, and then see if Jason can identify the cereal based on the milk.
Look, I don't hate it. What do you guys think? Is it entertaining enough to do? Is that challenging enough? I like it.
Well, you've done the cereal. I don't know how much different the milk would be.
Yeah, I'm buzzed too, so everything's gonna sound real good.
And you're hungry.
Yeah, and horny.
Did miss one birthday today. Michelle, today is my fiance's birthday. His name is Bira. Oh, I love that. Thanks for keeping things silly. Love you. Can you give him a little chance?
Bira.
Bira. Bira.
It's awesome.
Bira.
So
Happy
Michelle, it's just like you're
birthday.
chanting for beer.
Yeah, it is.
That's great. Got this email from Jenna. She's 24. She lives in Moore Haven. She said, I go to work at 7, deliver mail. So I start listening. So I go out and deliver. She basically just says, hey, I listen to my podcast, iPhone the whole next day. I've been listening to the show for a while, and you guys get funnier and better each day. My only thing is I never get to win, play, or get a chance to know where y'all are going to be at. I would love to hang out with y'all. Pretty sure it would be epic. It would. Hashtag y'all, please be cool. Yeah, if you're heading west, that's what we'll do. That's how we add be cool.
Y'all be cool.
Please
Y'all be cool.
Yeah, that's what happens when you get out there west. Lovely town, Moore Haven, if you've never been there. Yeah, Jenna, one thing you can do is we post up all of our events. We're very good at doing that now and very thorough. KVJshow.com or also the KVJ Show Facebook page will tell you where we're going to be and what we got going on.
And you can always jump in wherever we're going to be. We'd love to see you.
Absolutely. Love to hang out. Got this one from Jason. He says, you guys, your callers keep bringing up the cost of the KVJ archives. Said about 25 to 3 grand, something like that. You know, you 3 beloved nut jobs, the KVJ Nation would pay for that computer to be fixed and get those archives.
I don't want to ask them to do that. I mean,
You got 110,000 likes on Facebook, 40 grand plus on Twitter. You don't think the Nation would donate $1, $2, $5, $20 to get their beloved archives? Come on, Bronk, get this rolling. Yeah, we all feel a little bit weird about
I feel
asked for
guilty.
that.
If we're going to try to ask people for money, I feel guilty if it's not for little smiles.
Yeah, it's got to be for a real good cause. And I just
Yeah.
think that a computer, if we're going to ask for money, it's got to be because there's a sick kid. Or
No,
there's a sick something.
Yeah,
It's-
but if someone wants to donate their services, because I mean, I think somebody could go into that computer or that modem or whatever the fucking.
Somebody that knows computers.
Yeah.
You have to have like a business where this is what you do. And if you're the guy that opens up computers and fixes hard drives that have been compromised like ours, call us. We would love to talk to you.
You could donate your services to fix the computer and help out the nation
Absolutely.
that way, but to get money from people, I don't feel right about
We
it.
feel weird crowdfunding for something like that.
Chelsea, you can see her here on KVJ TV, sending a photo, very pensive pose there with a nice
like
grin.
it.
That's Chelsea from Portland.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we know her.
Yeah, we hung out with her when we were in Portland.
She said, new podcast alert. It's called S-Town, and it's amazing. It's by the same people that did Serial. I'm currently listening to the first one, but once you listen to 5 minutes, you'll be in love, too. If you don't, well, you're lost. Much love, headed to New York with the family for spring break. Yeah.
Woohoo!
There you go.
From Oregon? Oh shit, that's a trek, isn't it?
That is. That's cross-country, baby.
Oregon and New York, I reckon, I don't know, 15 hours?
What are you taking?
A mule?
Plane? Not plane, car. I don't know. Fucking shut up. I don't know about travel. I'm usually drunk.
I don't know about travel. I'm usually drunk.
Well, it's good.
Usually. I think every time.
I used to have to drive back from my college, which was in Marianna, Florida, which is about 8.5 hours away, and it was an adventure every time. I'm like, oh, I hope this is I-10. Please be I-10.
And then you close your eyes.
I never knew with I-10. It was a bit of a struggle.
A bit of a struggle.
Then I'd be on I-10, like, am I on I-10? It'd be all dark. I'd see like shooting stars and fucking play with my mind. Like, I don't think I'm on I-10.
I don't think I'm on I-10.
It would be so freaky.
Yeah, I can see that. Let me see. This from Candace said, hey, I've been doing some major soul searching the last few months, thinking of what I want to do with my life, what I'm passionate about, and how to push myself outside of my comfort zone. And I've decided that I'm going to start a YouTube and or podcast.
Love it.
Question to you is, do you have any tips to conduct a successful and entertaining interview? Probably the biggest things is find somebody you're interested in, genuinely be interested, do a little bit of research so you know something about it, and then when you get in there, make sure you're listening, and then going off of what they're saying rather than already thinking about what you're going to say next.
And try to come up with some unique questions, maybe that other people wouldn't ask, a different angle that an average interviewer would ask.
Yeah, I would base it off of a passion that you have. You know, when it comes to podcasting, I would say that niche is now the mainstream. And people are doing very well with little podcasts about board games like Dungeons and Dragons, ones about like superhero stuff.
The Bachelor.
The Bachelor, yes. There's a lot of stuff
God.
that's out there. Yeah.
Yeah, the Godcast. If she's just starting off on YouTube, and this is what a lot of people say in the beginning stages, as a beginner, upload as much as you can. I mean, make sure it's decent stuff that you stand by, but if you can upload every day and it be something you like, you're going to get more, in the beginning stages, you'll get more subscribers that way.
And be consistent.
Be consistent, yes.
And if you love what you're talking about, you'll be more excited and people will hear that in your voice.
For sure.
So really try to make it stuff that really is interesting to you and that makes you happy.
I gotta pee so bad.
You do? Oh, God.
I know.
You just drank a 6-pack. The fuck you think's gonna happen? He's shocked.
I know, I just...
Guys might have seen, I don't know if you noticed, I tried to keep it cool, but on the After the Show podcast the other day, I got this text from my daughter, Caitlin, and she's like, Grandma's in the hospital.
Oh,
What?
no.
Yeah. I was like, all right.
Your mother-in-law?
Yeah, my mother-in-law, yeah.
What happened?
Well, I asked her, I'm like, what's going on? She said they think it's a stroke.
No.
Yeah.
Why are you
So-
telling us this just now?
Well, because, I just wanted to find out what was going on and didn't want to, want to get a little bit more around it. And there's a point to why I'm bringing it up. So I'm like, yeah, because I'd seen that. My grandfather had a stroke, and I was there when he had it and, got to see.
You were there?
I was there, yeah.
What happened?
It was at Thanksgiving dinner. And
Was it awful?
He was taking his plate into the kitchen, and like his arm just went limp, and he dropped it, and then his mouth started to droop a little bit. And so we called, for the ambulance, and the ambulance came, but he wanted to, he didn't want to ride in the ambulance. So my dad drove him to the hospital.
Was he in pain?
I don't know about pain,
Was he like,
but
this is fucking
I don't know about pain. I think it's just it's probably more alarming because it's like all of a sudden you lose
Paralysis.
yeah, it's like you lose control, and like the left side of his body, it kind of gone limp, and you could see it. And that was the thing about it. And they say with the stroke, it's important to get to the hospital as soon as possible. My dad was beating himself up forever that he drove him and didn't have the ambulance go
Yeah.
fast and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, he never, my grandfather never recovered from that. So yeah, when I got this, I'm like, oh boy, I've seen this before. I hope it's not that.
He died?
Well, he was in a nursing home for years after that, but he never became the man that he was before. Yeah.
The stroke left him with permanent damage.
Yeah.
Which it does because it cuts off oxygen to parts of the brain.
Yeah.
And then if those parts die, you're just fucked.
I was going to spare the depressing grandpa story, but he asked. So.
Wrecking my buzzer all
Wait, he's going to get a beer.
Well, you're the one that asked me the question. I really don't want to bring that part up.
No, it's just so fucked.
Well, that's why I wasn't going to talk about that part of it.
When did this happen with Grandma?
It was about maybe it was on Wednesday, I think, is when it was going on. And so, we found
Sorry.
that you might want to open up, not over a laptop and electronics.
Let's get a different beer.
That might be a good idea. Good Lord.
He's trying to tell a story over here.
Yeah.
About his mother-in-law. It's kind of a serious story. Do you mind?
It's very difficult.
Hamburger
I'm
hand.
such a prick. I'm sorry, Strong.
So it's happened Wednesday?
This happened, it was like on Wednesday this was going down. I wanted to find out what it was, and I was, trying to stay in touch and say, hey, how's she doing? What's going on? It turns out what it was, she didn't have a stroke.
That's good.
But I saw her later that day, and she couldn't close her eyes, so she had to have an eye patch. And yeah, her mouth was drooping, and she's talking like this, and I was like, whoa. And I was talking to her yesterday. I'm like, so what exactly is this? Because they want to give her some medicine and things like that. She said it's something called Bell's palsy. that she had.
Yes.
And it is, she said, it's only from like above my eye to like right below my mouth. And there's like, it's like a virus. She said, if you've ever had like chickenpox or shingles, and there's a whole bunch of other different stuff that if you've had, it could be laying dormant in your system and you never know what might spur it on or kick it up. And, you know, so it's just like the flu. As soon as she gets the virus out, she'll return to normal. But I'm like, holy crap, how alarming is that? I didn't really fully realize what Bell's palsy was.
Oh, man. Yeah, if you look up a lot of these diseases from, I mean, I'm talking from STDs to other, I mean, to the whole range of it, the one thing that freaks everybody out is it could be lying dormant in you.
Oh my gosh! I'm just like, what?
Everything.
The
It's like,
heck,
oh,
man. I'm like, because I had heard that she was kind of like freaking out, and I'm like, I don't blame you. But they saw that, I guess she had to, they saw her motor skills. The other things were okay, because like I said, my grandfather lost everything on the left side. His arm went limp.
Right.
She still was able to move. So that's why they're like, going, okay, this doesn't appear to be a stroke. So the Bell's palsy, I guess, just maybe affects your face. I don't know.
I could have
But
sworn.
I'm like, how crazy is that? Can you imagine if all of a sudden just one side of your face goes, and you're like, and
Now, what do they do for that? Do they keep her in the hospital?
I think she had to no, she was released, but I think they gave her like steroids and some stuff like that.
Because JR from the WWE back in the day, he had Bell's palsy, but I think, do some people have it forever after? Is there a spectrum
I don't
of
know
that?
anything else about it. That's all she told me about it yesterday. I was like, I got to look into this. This is crazy. And someone in our chat room said that pregnancy can bring that out in the third trimester.
Oh my gosh.
Boy, that's not alarming at all.
That's what I was saying. It's just it's so alarming. If you've ever had any experience with anyone that like I have with a stroke, you're like, like I said, I mean, it took a man that I loved and looked up to and just, shell of a man. So I know the power of a stroke, and it's awful if it's bad.
How old is Gramps?
My grandfather, he was, I'd say probably 70s, early to mid 70s.
Son of a bitch, man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I have a friend of mine who their dad, he's been going through it for years and just living in assisted living now, and the stroke it's just bad.
Craziness, yeah.
And it's so draining on the family and the finances.
Oh,
and
it
it's
is,
just-
yeah.
It's so sad.
Yeah.
You guys are going to want to delve into missing children next?
Yeah, I
Gotta keep this party
really
train
was
going.
trying to just talk about Bell's palsy and not strokes, but you guys both really want to talk about strokes.
Well, how do you talk about Bell's palsy?
Stroking, stroking.
How do you tell them to talk about Bell's palsy without the stroke? I mean,
Well, I didn't have to. I was like going, he had a stroke, so I knew the conditions, and then bam, I put that right in the rearview mirror, and I go right on to Bell's palsy.
you know how I am. I ask questions. I'm
I know
curious
you
in
do.
nature.
You're a curious mind.
We got to go back to the stroke. The
Yeah.
backstroke.
I don't think you're making any jokes, man. I gotta go piss.
What?
I gotta pee. God, I don't want to leave though. I'm so in it.
All right, well, then I'll just end.
No!
Yeah.
No!
You ended it.
I ruined the podcast on many levels.
On many levels.
Oh, it's over, bro.
It's going to be okay. We'll have another one on Monday.
I know. I'm really feeling it right now. I want to go to the track. Although I'm not that pumped after the Bell's palsy talk. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, sorry. I
It
just,
could be dormant in your system.
I know. We're ending it on dormant diseases and Bell's palsy.
Happy weekend.
well, I thought I'd bring it on. I didn't want to bring it on the
Fuck,
regular show. It's almost like what was on my mind, but I was like, no. It's
Did you want to
Friday.
wedge that between No Name Movie Game and Drunk Girl Trivia? Bell's palsy.
Yeah, so if you're out partying this weekend and the left side of your face starts to go numb, either you could be really hammered or you could have Bell's palsy.
I mean, shit goes numb all the time on my body.
Now you're always going to be thinking Bell's palsy.
Yes.
Oh my God, I got Bell's palsy.
It's the Pauls.
It's the Pauls.
It's the Paul.
I want that Taco Bell's palsy is what I want.
Dang.
Taco Bell's.
Like a Bell's palsy.
That's when you go numb.
You're eating and
Because
your
you've eaten
your
so
mouth,
much.
yeah. And like the cheese and lettuce is just falling out the side of your mouth.
Yeah, that will happen to me.
All right, well, if you need a snack urge this weekend, you need to go check out Bud's Chicken and Seafood. Good time to make a run for it. If you're from Broward, check it out. Martin, St. Lucie County, head to Palm Beach County. 7 locations ready to check out.
I'm not sure what you guys are doing tomorrow morning around 8 o'clock, but if you guys want to be a part of the Bud Chicken and Seafood commercial jingle we're doing,
I love it.
Would love to have you.
Oh, wow,
Would
okay.
love to have you, Brock. I know you're tough. You're very sought
I'm tough
after.
to book, yeah. I'm
You
tough
are.
to book. Yeah.
You're tough.
Got to get on my booking agent, the Queen.
We're going to have to settle for Sinicki.
I'm a little easier to tie down.
Yeah, a lot easier to tie down, no doubt. All right, well, you guys have an amazing weekend, and we will see you guys soon. See me tonight If you're listening to this on the regular time schedule, I'm going to be out there in Wellington. We got a little gladiator polo at the Equestrian Village tomorrow. Jaybird is going to be at the Palm Beach Zoo.
Yeah!
Brew at the Zoo.
Yeah!
Craft beer, yeah. I hope to be there. Hope that'll happen.
Suits is my date, too. I'm giving him my extra ticket because he wanted to go, and it's sold out, I think.
Yeah, it might be.
Can I have said that?
Maybe Suits will get a hand job after all.
Oh, yeah.
And then Denny's at KFC tomorrow from 11 to 1 on Federal Highway. You can go get the directions on that on our website at kvjshow.com. We'll talk to you later. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.